What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joey Shake 72, and I got here Spunky1991. Um, we're gonna go over this Carolina game very briefly, but go over the latest trade, the trade rumors and what's going on with the Birds right now. Um, and we'll go from there. So, Spunky, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. How you doing, Joey? How's everything been with you?
Same old. Um,
Yeah,
was at the Carolina game and didn't really leave with didn't really was very upset over what happened. I mean, not upset, but I mean, of course, you don't like your team losing, but it was really a hard pill to swallow yesterday, and a
yeah.
lot good things and a lot of bad things. So, what did you think about that game yesterday? Plain simple, what do you
Um,
think?
as an Eagles fan, I've obviously saw my share of tough losses, but that was definitely one of the worst I've seen in my years watching football. Just a complete meltdown in the fourth quarter. A game that we should have won. We had it won, but they got way, way, way too conservative and just let their foot off the gas pedal and just a complete meltdown that fourth quarter. It was very difficult to watch.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult game to watch, but seeing we actually saw an offensive line that was blocking. They actually put up a nice wall for Wentz. He had some time to throw, and it was getting pretty good. The tight ends got involved, which we all thought because the Panthers have always had issues covering tight ends. Zach Ertz had over 130 yards. Dallas Goedert got into the game, got a touchdown, and I thought it was going pretty well until like the second half came and everything pretty much fell apart. Only running one time and just letting Carolina, go down the field so easily, and then getting that easy Devin Funchess touchdown on that double move to get Ronald Darby out of there, and it was really embarrassing. I had a feeling that after Funchess scored that touchdown, I had a feeling that we were going to do some stupid plays. We were going to do some screen passes that they were not going to use what they've been doing for the three quarters of this game. It was like a screen pass to Aguilar, then a reverse screen to the other side. I think we only had like 1 yard on that drive. So I just don't get why Doug doesn't stick to what he's supposed to do, why Jim Schwartz still just doesn't want to make changes. And, it's they got to fix this. Plain and simple, they got to fix this.
Yeah, very, very true. Just complete mess, man. Just the whole team in general. Right now, I'm just lost for words. What we're seeing on the field this year has just been an absolute embarrassment. Each week, you think it's going to get better, it's going to get better, and we're seeing a lot of the same mistakes. You are right, though. You were talking about the offensive line. This was clearly the best game they've played all year. They very, very good game overall by the offensive line. Doug Pearson, we had to run it. We were running the football, the whole first half, and then for whatever reason, he decided to he decided to start running the football in the fourth quarter, and it's just a complete mess right now, and something's got to change ASAP. Something has to change right away. This whole team right now just seems so undisciplined. They all seem to be hungover from last year. It's just I just don't know what to say right now about this team, man. It's just absolutely embarrassing to watch this team on the field right now.
Was Isaac Samalo in at left guard, or was Wisniewski playing that game? I don't think Wisniewski was playing.
No, I think Samara was playing that game.
And I don't know what's going on with that because there's just something up with that. I don't know why all of a sudden, Samalo's in there now, and I know some personal dispute with Wisniewski and the coaches or whatnot, um, but we'll see.
Yeah, Wiz did say what a week or two ago that him and Doug Peterson had a dispute or something. So who knows exactly what the issues are behind that? It's just showing right now, man. Just the whole locker room right now is just so dysfunctional. That's just further proof of it right now. This whole team, they're not together right now. They just a complete dysfunctional mess.
What we learned from this game, look, Rasul Douglas didn't even get a snap in this game. He didn't even play in this game. Dexter
Yeah,
McDougal played in this game, and we just signed him off the street a few days ago.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
why is Rasul Douglas still on the goddamn bench?
No idea, man. No idea, man. We were hearing last week that he was going to be, getting the snaps at safety. I don't know what the hell happened there, man. Jim Schwartz, Jim Schwartz in general, man. I don't know what the hell he's doing with his defense. Like, there's no, I just don't get it at all. He should, we should have been seeing exactly what Rasul Douglas could do at safety this week, but as usual, they want to change stuff up and. It's just it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. They should have had Rasul Douglas out there playing.
Yeah, no, I just like I was excited, to see Russell Douglas at safety, and just to see move some pieces around, get some new faces on the team a little bit, here and there. Um, but these corners, man, you got Ronald Darby that's on a contract year. I mean, what is he doing out there? I mean, still, every team has a blueprint of these fucking corners
Yeah,
and these double moves. And I mean, any receiver can do it on us. It doesn't matter who the hell it is. At this point, if Jim Schwartz does not want to change anything, then I don't know what to fucking tell anybody. It's just coming to a point where this next man up mentality is not working this year, and something has to get done. Something has to get done because you look at this defensive line right now. Fletcher Cox and Michael Bennett were the only two that did anything in this game.
yeah, yeah. Michael Bennett's been balling out this year, man. Like I can't say anything bad about it. He's been playing his butt off. He's been playing really hard. Like you said, Fletch as well, man. Fletch has been playing really hard, and I feel bad for both of those guys. They're out there playing their asses off, man. But the rest of this team is just around them, man. It's just been a complete mess. So yeah, both of those guys been playing very hard, and putting up very good numbers overall. That interior of that defensive line, man, we really, really need Jerry to get back on that D line. It's right now it's really showing, his absence on that line, that pass rush in the interior right now is just it's almost non-existent, man. So, this whole team, man, it's just a complete mess right now. And Son, like you said, Son has to change ASAP. Son definitely has to change ASAP. But who
To go,
knows? But who knows what with Swartz and Dub Peas and what the hell they're gonna do, man? They don't seem to really care right now. They don't seem to want to make the adjustments to improve things right now. So who really knows?
I mean, you cannot have a 4-3 defense with this defensive line right now. You signed Bruce Hector back, and what has he done? Nothing. You got
Nothing.
whatever the other guy's name is that brought from practice squad. Hester, I forgot his first name. Another guy that I think against the Giants, he did pretty good. He had some pressure. He had a tackle in the backfield, but other than that, that's it. That's all that happened. And they have. I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know because it needs a change. And as sad enough to say right now, the Eagles are still in it. The NFC East is wide open. Redskins beat the Cowboys last night, so they're up by a game. Whoop-de-fucking-do, no big deal. Now you got to start winning, and you got to start doing it now because you know what? You could talk shit about Jacksonville all you want. You could talk shit and say, oh, they've been playing bad. But let me tell you something. If they want to win, they'll win. If they want to play, they'll play. They're making moves. Leonard Fournette's out with the hamstring injury, so they bringing in who they bring in from the Browns. Forgot his damn name.
Oh yeah, Hyde, yes,
Carlos Hyde. Bring in Carlos
Carlos
Hyde.
Hyde, yes,
You know what I mean? They're making moves because they know they think they think we have they have a chance, but they better get their shit together because you know what? The Jaguars gonna be ready to play, and they know this Eagles team is very vulnerable, and Yeah, it's getting pretty bad right now. So I left, that stadium. I honestly didn't even fucking care, really, because I said, of course. I literally turned to my girlfriend at that moment. After that Funches touchdown, I turned around to her and I said, as long as the Eagles don't do some stupid plays, screen passes, stupid plays, we'll be fine. Use whatever you've been using for the first 3 quarters of this game, and you'll be fine. You got two tight ends that are playing damn well. Alshon Jeffrey, I mean, they're playing very well. The run game didn't do bad either. But
Yeah.
after what I saw from that, I said, why does Doug have to change this? I mean, I just want to question that series. Why are you running screenplays? It's like they don't even want to try. It's like a screen pass is like an easy way out just to get yards. It's just like, see what happens, and that's it. But oh my God, man. Like I couldn't believe it. And then Carson, you know what? I understand with Carson Wentz. He made mistakes. He choked. So you know what? He had to do something. He had to try to make plays and do something. And we already saw that video. We saw that video we talked about earlier that on I saw on Twitter. He walked back to the locker room through the tunnel and he fucking hit the door with his helmet or his hand or whatever he did. So
Yeah.
maybe a pissed off Carson Wentz is going to be a better Carson Wentz.
Well, that's definitely the hope, man. I'm hoping that really, he says enough is enough, man, and he goes out there and plays piss off, and he gets it to the ear of those who are playing like crap. That's definitely the hope, man. I've never seen Carson Wentz piss off. I've never seen that part of that side of him. So I'm hoping that side of him is what's going to push him to go out there and not only push himself, but also push those around him to step their game up. That's definitely my hope.
Then you had that one series, right? The one series where we had what? We went on fourth down twice and
Yeah.
we missed a short field goal. Oh
Jake
my God.
Elliott.
Jake Elliott is pissing me off because next year I really hope they get some competition in this room next year because I'm sorry, but I don't care if he was with us the whole time last year. He still missed some kicks last year, okay? He still missed some kicks last year. And he's been missing a lot more this year. So, that didn't go well. A whole waste of a series, a whole waste of time. They had control of the clock this game. It's just that the red zone, they looked horrible in the red zone defensively, offensively. Um, just I don't know. It's not going well. And you saw Doug Pearson's press conference and did something really trigger you from that press conference? Something that he said, anything that, kind of was like, what's going on? Why is he saying this?
Yeah, exactly. The part where he was sitting, where he said that there's no pressure on us whatsoever because nobody's gonna be expecting anything from us. That definitely stuck out to me the most out of anything. Like right now, I don't know what the hell is going on with Doug Peterson right now. Like he just seems completely lost right now. I hate to say that, but the guy seems very lost right now. I don't know what the hell is. I don't know if he's still dealing with the hangover himself, but that definitely stuck out to me though. When he said that nobody's gonna be there's no pressure on us anymore. That definitely stuck out to me. We are defending Super Bowl champions. There's always gonna be pressure on us. There's always gonna be teams who want to come after us. There's always gonna be expectations for us right now. So no, I don't know what he's talking about. There's no pressure on us. I thought that was a load of crap.
Yeah, I think that was a load of crap too. I honestly think that what we're supposed to do, wear dog masks now, get back to that mentality of being underdogs. It's not about being underdogs now. It's about winning. And that's it. Winning is
Yes.
all should be on their minds right now. Just winning, getting through week to week, being 1-0 every week, like he says, and playing football and being the Philadelphia Eagles. And that's all that matters. But there are some things they have to fix. Talk about the running back position. Now, Corey Clement didn't have a great game. Okay, he had some screen pass. He had a little bit here and there. He had some yards here and there. But both running backs prove that they're not going to be able to handle this whole year. Both running backs prove that they're not number one running backs. Uh,
No.
Corey Clement, they drive Corey Clement up the middle. He fumbles the ball. Carson Wentz jumps on it. And then all of a sudden, not saying that they're bad, not saying anything. I love both of these guys, Wendell Smollett and Corey Clement, but Wendell Smollett as well. He's in the passing game. He looks a lot better than he ever has been from being on this team. This year has been his year. And he could be that rotational guy. You add in that featured back, you have a nice 1-2-3 punch with the rest of the group, because Darren Sproles, he just has to retire, because really I don't know how much of a difference he's going to make, because knowing Doug Peterson, when he comes back next week, if he does, he's going to use the shit out of him to 12, 13 plays in a row like he did in that Falcons game. If you saw that, the whole first series, it was run Sproles, passes Sproles. Like, that's all it was, the whole first series. And that's how he got hurt. He gave him a suicide dump-off pass during that Giants game last year, and he ended up breaking his forearm and tearing his ACL at the same damn time.
Yeah. Sproles, I love the guy, man. Love the guy a lot, man. He's been great playmaker for us, his time here in Philly, but it's time for it to come to an end. The guy just can't stay healthy anymore. Father time, like it does every athlete, is catching up with him. It's definitely catching up with him. So I expect him to be gone next year. I agree with you 100%. We was talking about Clement and Smallwood. Both of those guys are very solid number 2, number 3 options, but neither one of those guys is a feature back. We definitely need that feature back. Not quite sure if it's going to be Jay Ajayi next year or not, but we definitely do need that feature back. Who knows? Maybe that might be the move that Harry Roseman does make. Maybe he does bring a guy in here this year, via trade or whatever. But Wendell Smallwood and Corey Clement, they're not capable of carrying the load of a feature back, and that was very obvious in this game. This game yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's 100% correct. So now, since this horrible week is just beginning and the trade deadline is near, we're going to kind of go over some of the trades that have happened so far, and who the Eagles are interested in, who you think Howie Roseman will pick up, hopefully by the trade deadline. So let's go over the first trade rumor. Well, from a trade rumor now to a confirmed trade. Amari Cooper was offered from the Eagles, I think a second-round pick to the Raiders, and that was on hold for a little bit. And the Dallas Cowboys topped it off with a first-round pick for Amari Cooper.
Well, I want to congratulate John Gruden for duping the hell out of the Cowboys. I want to congratulate him on that, because nowhere in hell is Amari Cooper with his production on the field the last 2 years is not worth a first round draft pick. So congratulations to John Gruden for being able to get a first round pick out of the Cowboys. Amari Cooper, the guy's been cold hands the past 2 years. He's a progression receiver. He's a solid progressive receiver when he's at his best, but that was I thought that was a dumb decision by the Cowboys to give up a first-round draft pick for that guy. As for the Eagles, yeah, for what I'm hearing as well, they were reportedly going to offer a second-round draft pick for him, which you can kind of make the argument for was probably kind of a stretch as well, but it's a lot better than giving up a first-round pick for him. The Eagles, obviously, we gotta make a move here. I'm hoping that we get a receiver ourselves. Coming up with this trade deadline. Coming up with this trade deadline next week. I'm hoping that we make a move for a receiver. I've been hearing about Demaryius Thomas. I've been hearing about Emmanuel Sanders. Two of the receivers from the Broncos. So my hope is that we make a move ourselves to get a receiver in here. But like I said, congratulations to the Raiders for duping the hell out of the Cowboys and getting that first round draft pick out of them.
Yeah, no, it was definitely because the Cowboys have a lot of holes still, and I don't know why they'd wasted on a wide receiver that really isn't unproven, you could probably say. Plus, from the Eagles' point of view and from the fans' point of view right now, I don't know because the guy's not really a deep threat. He's a possession receiver. He's like an Alshon Jeffrey, like kind of like a possession receiver. But
Yeah,
it's something that we really don't need right now. We need somebody with just speed and good
speed.
hands.
Yeah,
So when you were talking about the Denver Broncos, so apparently the Eagles made a phone call to the Denver Broncos regarding several players off the roster, like you said, Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, and actually two corners, Bradley Roby and what's the other guy's name again? The other corner.
Oh yeah, yeah, Harris Jr. Yes, yeah, have Harris Jr.
All right. So both of them play corner. One's a nickel, one's an outside guy. Um, I don't know. I think the one guy I wouldn't want from the Broncos is Demaryius Thomas, and I think me and you agree just because he has not been the same. He hasn't really been
No,
anything. I mean, really, I haven't seen him really make plays or do anything. Maybe they don't have the
since Peyton Manning
quarterback, but
retired.
right.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
so the Eagles have some options there if they can get a 2-for-1 deal, like two guys for a second round, which probably won't happen. But if you get at least 2-for-1, it'd be nice. Because we really need. I mean, with Sidney Jones being out for a while now, you really need a new nickel. We need a new outside. I mean, I don't even know at this point, but the Denver Broncos want to get rid of a lot of guys. So hopefully, something is made up of this and we can get something from them. Chris Harris is actually only allowed 127 yards from receivers this year so far. So he's had a really, really good year.
yes.
Nothing's really getting by him. So I don't really know much about Bradley Roby, but I know Chris Harris has done a really good job this year. So it would be nice to pick him up, definitely.
Yes, the guy's been he's been quietly he's been a top corner for the past couple, like I say 2 3 years. He's been playing quite well for the Broncos. That would definitely be a nice pickup for the for a secondary of ours that really could use that help at corner. So definitely, man, that would definitely be a very welcome addition because right now anything's better than Jalen Mills and Ronald Darby the way they've been playing this year. So I would definitely welcome that.
And our
It would
luck,
be good.
sorry, my bad.
Now go ahead, go ahead.
Our luck, if Chris Harris gets signed to the Eagles, that Jalen Mills will still be playing. I swear to fucking God. Because when you made that video and you said, what is someone that does he have something on you, Jim Schwartz? Does he have something on you? I mean, it looks like it in a weird way. It looks like Jalen Mills may have something on Jim Schwartz. I mean, did he catch him like at a bar? Was he? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I don't know what's going on, dude. It's getting to that point. It's just crazy. It's just fucking
I mean,
nuts now.
they gotta be something because I can't understand why you would continue to stick with this guy when he gets burned week after week after week. Like, what the hell is it that you're seeing from this guy that makes you say, he's worried to continue to start each week? So yeah, I was joking obviously with that, but it could be true. He could have something over this guy's head, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but Jim Schwartz needs to get his head out of his ass, man, and he needs to realize that Jalen Mills is not a outside corner in the NFL. The guy is he's a slot corner at best, if even that. He's not a starting outside corner.
Right. And just because we talked about this earlier in the season, like if you don't have this pass rush and a 4-3 defense, if you don't got a pass rush, your corners are gonna get exposed, and that is what's been happening since week 1 of the NFL
Yes.
season. Okay.
Yes, our pass rush last year really did cover up a lot of the weaknesses in that secondary last year. But as we're seeing this year, man, our pass rush is not getting to the quarterback like it was last year, and that's of course exposed in our corners, and they've been getting exposed all year. And Torrey Smith had that huge fourth down catch on Jalen Mills and just absolutely burned him yesterday. And Ronald Darby as well. Ronald Darby got burned, quite a few times yesterday as well. And this secondary, I mean, these corners have been really exposed. And when you don't have that pass rush, it shows that weakness in our with our corners.
Yeah, no, and that's what's been happening since week one. It could be Corey Davis. I mean, it could be any receiver. It doesn't even matter who it is. I mean, you got Ronald Darby trying to get his money after this year. Well, good luck trying to get
Yeah,
it
good
because
luck with that.
you ain't getting paid that much. It's definitely not
Yeah,
going to happen. Very inconsistent. I'm not trying to look for a guy that's going to be shut down like 24/7, but at least don't give up a long pass every game. I mean, it's just getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous. I mean, I know we saw him cover Odell to what? He only had what 12 yards, whatever the hell it was on Odell. But at the same time, the Giants have. I mean, Odell is just a fucking mess right now with the Giants. And you know what? I took that Giants game with a grain of salt. Like I kept the perspective that it was the Giants. Okay,
yeah.
so you can't take it seriously when you play them right now.
Same thing here, man. Like I took that as, hey, maybe they could take that game and build off of like they did last year. That Giants game in Week 3. That was my hope, but I wasn't sitting here getting all giddy and happy because we beat the Giants. Because, like you said, it's the Giants. Um, this week, we saw this team march down the field. They looked good at certain points of the game, but then it was right back to the same old thing. And yeah, I didn't get giddy about that Giants game at all. And I came into this game just hopeful that they come out here and they bit off that win. But obviously that didn't happen. They resorted back to the same old Eagles. Just choking when and giving up the lead and find a way to lose when it mattered the most.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it didn't that after the half. Were they dancing? Were they celebrating
That
during
was
that
that. I
Panthers
believe that was.
game?
I believe that was right before the fourth quarter. We all know what happened in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they were celebrating as if they had, we had won this game. The game was wrapped up, and as we know, in the fourth quarter, Cam Newton went off and put up 21 points on them. So yeah, right before that fourth quarter, that's where I saw them dancing.
And not even that, but like every time we got a little bit of pressure, we were getting the pressure was on. It was there, but it just wasn't getting to him enough. When the pressure was on, you see where Cam throws the ball, and you see where the corner is, and you see where the wide receiver is, at least 6 to 7 feet away from each other. I mean, so goddamn far. When we're on offense, they're smothering us. They were smothering us on defense. I mean, it was just and then Christian McCaffrey on top of it, they dump it off to him, and there's nobody around. There's nobody. There's nobody watching. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. What pissed me off. What pissed me off was that drive to go win the damn that's what pissed me off after the Funches touchdown. Then we went on offense, man. I was pissed how he just did that whole entire drive with those screen pat those like you think you would fucking learn not to do that.
Yeah,
It looks like
those short
2016. Oh, it just looks like that. It's horrible. It's disgusting. I can't stand it. I can't.
those short screen behind the line of scrimmage passes, man. They're just very, very conservative. Doug Peterson, when Doug Peterson, whatever reason, resorts to being conservative, normally that's when the Eagles lose. So yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. It was disgusting and horrible to watch. At that point, we should have been playing to protect the league and get the win, but for whatever reason, Doug Peterson wanted to get very conservative, and that ended up costing us at the end.
Yeah, no, it was just it disgusted me again. It just I just like had no feeling after it. I was like, no, they choked and that was it. I was like, Howie's gonna have to make some moves, but now we're already finding out now on some other trade rumors we'll talk about now. Everyone's wanting to know is the Arizona Cardinals cornerback Patrick Peterson already has demanded to be traded before the deadline or at the deadline. Now the Patriots and the Saints are apparently Patriots, Saints, Eagles are all going after Patrick Peterson. Apparently, the Eagles already made a phone call. So What do you think about Patrick Peterson being in this secondary?
Right now, man, anything is better than what we have right now. Patrick Peterson will be definitely be a welcoming addition. Right now it's wishful thinking, but who knows, man? I've been hearing that the Cardinals are not they're not interested in trading him, but it's known for a fact that he definitely wants to be out of there. He's went to them and he's requested a trade, so he definitely wants out of Arizona. And who could blame the guy? Let's be honest. Who could blame the guy? The Cardinals are not going anywhere anytime soon. They are tanking the season, going into rebuilding mode. The competition, obviously, the Saints and the Patriots. It's going to be tough to pretty much outbid those guys, for his services. But just the thought of him in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform is definitely something that I would welcome with. I would definitely welcome that. But it's, but the Cardinals, they already stated that they're not interested in trading him. But who knows? Money talks. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, money talks, but at the same time, it's with the Cardinals, why you're getting rid of guys in your secondary. You're getting rid of you had the Eagles already had trade talks about maybe getting the running back. You know what I mean? Like they've already put guys that Cardinals already put guys on the trade block. Like why keep another guy that another team could use and maybe put him on a team where he'll have a better chance to win a championship or to be on a better roster and to play well if you're gonna do a rebuild. But I just have a feeling that we're not going to be able to do it. You got the Patriots and the Saints already there. And if the Cardinals front office and the coaches respect Patrick Peterson that much, they'll ask him where he wants to go. I don't doubt it. To this point, I really don't doubt it. Because sometimes teams do that. If the player is very well respected, a captain, a leader, he'll be like, look, we got some offers. We kind of want to watch out for what we do. We really need to get some draft picks, but hey, we want to know what you want, and we'll try to work it out. So they can go to Patrick Peterson and say that, and Patrick Peterson will be like, why not go to the Patriots that are probably automatically going to be in the Super Bowl this year? Why not go to the Saints that are a very good contender for to be representing the Super Bowl this year? Who knows? So right now, the Eagles just have got to make a move between offering a second round pick to get Amari Cooper, that not panning out, and now Patrick Peterson making a phone call. I don't see any like I see a lot of phone calls. I don't see a lot of something happening, like something close to happening. It seems like it's very far away right now. So maybe there's a quiet name that we don't know about. Maybe there is a secret name, like the whole Jay Ajayi thing happened last year. Where did we hear that? Did we hear anything about Jay Ajayi being traded or anything like that to the Eagles? Was there anything like that? Because I don't remember a damn article or any type of thing on Twitter saying that we were getting Jay Ajayi last year.
Absolutely not. Like when that morning when I woke up and I saw that news, my mouth just dropped. I was absolutely shocked because that player was never on the radar. That player was never, ever mentioned, like you said. So who knows? Maybe this year could be the same thing. It could be a player that we're not talking about. It wouldn't surprise because Harry Roseman is a man of surprises, a lot of surprises. So it could very well be a player, that we're not talking about right now. But yeah, Jay Ajayi, I didn't hear anything about him last year, during the trade deadline, before we actually traded for him. So who knows?
Yeah. Um. I just don't know if I think honestly trade deadlines suck because if you want this player, teams are saying, hey, you want my player? You're going to have to pay the price. And that's why trade deadlines are hard. I mean, how many years did it take for us to get Torrey Smith on the team? I mean, we were trying to get Torrey Smith for probably like 3 years. Okay. Like, I remember the 49ers, their left tackle that retired. Oh, man, I forgot his name. But they, a lot of guys want first round picks. Patrick Peterson. I see him getting I see a team paying a first round pick for him. I could see it. He's probably got 3 good elite years left in his career, probably 3 years, maybe four the latest. But I see 3 good years out of him. But he's got a contract to where you can have him for this year, But based on his contract, if they end up getting rid of him, trading him, whatever it is, the Eagles will barely lose anything. If they deal him next year. So if they get him on the roster now, it'd be good. But cornerback, running back, and wide receiver are three that we need. And people might say that, oh, we don't, if you just add a speed receiver, it's not going to make it. Look, I understand it's not going to, it's not going to, it could change the offense a little bit, but it's going to help opposite of Alshon Jeffrey. It's going to help a lot. So we'll see what happens this week. But, the last person that we should probably talk about is Le'Veon Bell. So as we know right now, I read today that Le'Veon Bell did not show up this week to the Steelers facility. So this means one of two things. Okay. Either he's staying with the Steelers for the rest of the year and he's going to dip in the free agency, or he's going to sign his tender before the deadline and he's going to get traded. So I don't know what you've heard, Spunky, so far on Le'Veon Bell, but it's kind of a big question mark to me right now.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell at this point is definitely a huge question mark. I've been reading reports that Eagles are starting conversations up again. That they have been inquiring about trying to acquire him again. They were talking to him a couple weeks ago, and I guess that went nowhere. But now it sounds like Harry Roseman is once again showing interest in acquiring Le'Veon Bell. When it comes to Le'Veon Bell, I'll be very, very surprised if he returns to the Steelers and actually plays this year. I can see him, continue to sit out, to protect his interests. And the Steelers right now, let's be honest, right now, the Steelers right now are doing pretty well at running back with, that kid Connors. He's playing very well. So I can see both sides saying, "Hey, let's keep you out. Let's go ahead, try to see what we can get from other teams that will trade you off." So. I don't expect Le'Veon Bell obviously to be back in Pittsburgh next year. He's definitely going to be going. He's going somewhere else. And once again, the Eagles sounds like the Eagles are once again interested in him. That definitely be something that we have to keep a very close eye on in the next week, because that could be that could very well be our featured back. Who knows? It's gonna be very interesting to see with Le'Veon Bell, what exactly happens to him, whether he comes to Philadelphia or not. It's going to be very interesting.
What helped the Steelers this week? Well, they're on their bye week, and every other team in that division lost. Everybody lost.
Yeah.
So that helped them even more. And now, James Conner's been awesome. I've been watching this. I've been watching, seeing what he's been doing. He's been doing great. He's been running. He's been catching the ball in the backfield. He's been doing a lot of things. So, that's just a big question mark. Now, I understand people are saying, this can't happen, blah, blah, blah. I understand. I just don't know how he's going to do it, because this is just, you got to bring him in on his tender that's going to cost the team about 10 point something million. And just to get him on the roster, it's going to cost over 10 mil. It's just to have him walk through the doors, it's going to cost a little over 10 mil. Then after that, I don't know how they're going to do it, because since he's on a tender, he cannot talk to the team about an extension. Nothing. You have to wait until March, till that day, as a promise. This is based off of a promise to get him re-signed to the Eagles for a long term.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how. I don't know why Howie's in. I mean, I understand why we're interested, because of his skill set, because he's not just a running back, he's everything on offense. But
they got the guy's an amazing blocker.
But I'm talking about, I understand with the restructure and everything, but I'm talking about the money involved in this. And I don't know why Howie was even interested in the first place. Now, like I just said, I understand why we're interested because of his skill set, but why he's interested in the situation with our expenses, and Carson Wentz has to get signed, and all this other stuff is in place right now. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
that's going to be a big question mark, and we'll see the news. It will come because Le'Veon Bell's going to have to show up sooner or later.
Very true. I mean, the guy, like you were saying, the money, man. The guy's asking for, I believe, between 15 to $20 million a year. He's asking for. Like, he wants to be the highest paid running back in the league. He turned down, an insane amount of money, $70 million from the Steelers. So,
Oh,
yeah, he turned down an insane amount of money, from the Steelers, and he wants to be, not just the highest paid running back in the league, but he wants to be miles ahead of the highest paid running back in the league currently, which is Todd Gurley, I believe. So yeah, you right now, if you was to trade for him, you're taking a huge risk that the next year he's going to leave in free agency, and with our expenses, like you said, we got to resign Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is due for a big contract very shortly, and with those priorities that we have, man, it's a lot to try to fit in his contract and then trying to get other players, but key players back on his team. So right, basically, what all you'll be getting for him is just a promise that he'll resign with you the following year. But as we all know, it's a business, and nobody really ever keeps up to their promises in the NFL. So it's definitely a huge risk, that you're taking by trading for this guy with the possibility of losing him the following season.
yeah, that was the problem I think we had with Alshon Jeffrey. I think 2 years ago. Remember when we tried to
Yes.
get him by the trade deadline? I think he had a tender on him, and thank God we didn't get him because he got in trouble for PEDs and he was out
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 games. So it would have been a waste to even bring him on the team, at that point. So so that's like you said, big question mark. So I want to ask you this. Would you rather get a running back and a wide receiver, or would you rather get a wide receiver and a running back, or just a corner?
Oh, wow. See that right there is a tough question, but it would be nice to have a wide receiver and a running back. But I feel corner right now is just me personally. I feel corner right now is slightly a bigger need right now with the way both Darby and Mills are playing. So yeah, I guess I would have to say that I'd rather get the corner right now. Our running back position obviously is not the best right now. Our wide receiver position that could definitely use help, but I think corner right now is a more dire need for us right now. Just me personally, a more dire need.
Yeah, I'm like half and half on it. I really think I've been dying for a speed receiver because I was so excited for Mike Wallace to play this year. I was like big Mike Wallace fan. I couldn't wait to see him step on the field and do some work with this offense. Um, but the way this defense is right now with this cornerback position, I probably agree. And who knows if we even get Patrick Peterson, Jim Schwartz will fuck it up somehow. Who knows? He might say, "Oh, line up 20 yards off the wide receiver." I mean, I don't know. Whatever the hell it is, I don't know. But you know, would you trade Ronald Darby at that point?
Would I trade Ron Darby? Yeah, I would. I would trade Ron Darby. Like Ron Darby is a free agent this year. You might as well try to get whatever you can for him right now. Yeah, I would trade Ron Darby.
Yeah,
I
because you're
would.
not
I would
paying.
definitely trade him because obviously he's going to be looking for a contract next year, and with the way he's been playing this year, sure as hell don't need to be here in Philadelphia. So, I would trade him to try to get whatever we could for him. Absolutely.
Yeah, they need to get. I don't know because if Patrick Pearson comes in here, he better be playing opposite of Ronald Darby. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. And if Ronald Darby needs to move to the other side, then let him move to the other side. Um, I don't know. A lot of questions, a lot of things have to get done, and we need to see where this goes because this, the Eagles are trying to jump on some, try to get some, they freed up a little cap space. They got an extra second round pick, but that's all. How much are they really going to give up? I I mean, they want to get all these players, all these positions. They want to get a running back. They want to get a corner. They want to get a wide receiver. Well, there's got to be some other team you can call. Look at their cap. Look how much their hit is going to be for this year and next year, and see if he could work out the numbers. See if Howie Roseman could work out the numbers, because there's got to be somebody out there. There's got to be a team that he could call up and say, "Hey, there's got to be. There's no way that these are the only options. The ones that are on the internet, like these options only. There's got to be somebody else that Howie can be a little." Experiment with a little bit and try to get out there and make some moves. But
Well, as we always know with Harry Roseman, you just never know with Roseman. Like Roseman is a man of many surprises, so I'm sure that he's looking at options that are not being reported in the rumors, that are not being reported on the internet. I'm quite sure that he's looking at other options. He has to be. That's what he does. Like we were saying earlier, like who would ever expected him to trade for Jay Ajayi last year? So with Roseman, he's a man of many surprises. So I would definitely imagine that he's definitely calling up these other teams, that he's definitely making some moves. He's definitely at least inquiring on making moves that we're not talking about right now. So I wouldn't be surprised at all.
honestly, to be honest with you, right now, I wouldn't mind them going after a defensive lineman, D tackle. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, going after,
Yeah,
you don't have to get the biggest name out there, but look, I mean, Timmy Jernigan. I mean, look at the guys that look at the Baltimore Ravens, and like they develop their D line so well, like especially D tackles. They got the best. They always have productive D tackles every year. They always bring in really good D tackles every year. And Timmy Jernigan wasn't like the high, he wasn't a Honorary Poe, or, I mean, he wasn't like a big name like that, but he was a guy that got pressured, could play, especially in a rotation with these guys. It worked out so well. It only took him, what, 6 games to get a contract extension through 2020, I think, 2020, something like that. So, getting a D tackle, why not? You can't use two practice squad guys next to Fletcher Cox right now. Fletcher Cox needs, number one, he's got to rest too, because he's getting a lot of snaps. He don't mind it, but you need a rotation with Fletcher Cox as well. And that last year we were loaded. We were totally loaded. You got Michael Bennett right here, Chris Long. Right, Chris Long hasn't done much yet. I haven't seen Chris Long do too much. Brandon Graham he's getting better by the week, but not doing too much, and he's on a contract year too. So I think bringing in a D tackle would be, so if you can't get too much on offense, why not bring in a D tackle? Why not go after something else? And there's plenty of guys there's plenty of teams that they can call and see what they want.
Yeah, D tackle is definitely a position like we were saying earlier. It's definitely a position we definitely use. We need depth at it right now. It's definitely a strong weakness of our line right now. It's the weakest part of our line right now. So yeah, it don't, like you said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a big name guy or anything like that. But definitely that position, definitely when I heard at this point. So I wouldn't be disappointed with that either.
So probably the last thing we probably heard, the Miami Dolphins put wide receiver Devontae Parker on the trade block last week, something like a week and a half, something like that. And now shopping him, and apparently they want a third round pick for Devontae Parker, which I think is totally outrageous and utterly stupid, because they just want to fleece somebody and get a high draft pick, which is definitely not going to happen for Devontae Parker, since he's been a first round talent that's never lived up to his first round capability. So the Eagles, we all know from the Ajayi trade, and many more to get Carson Wentz, to get rid of Kiko Alonso and Byron Maxwell at the time, to move up in the draft, number 2. They have good relations. Both front offices between the Miami Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles have good relations, and apparently something could be made of Devontae Parker, coming to the Eagles, filling in that spot opposite of Alshon Jeffrey. So that could happen. But hearing news today, I heard that forgot his name on the wide receiver on Kenny Stills. Okay. Kenny Stills ended up getting hurt in the last game that they just played. Not out for the year, but he's going to be out a few weeks, I think. And now I don't know if this is going to happen. This trade for Devontae Parker is going to happen because now they probably need him now. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't know if they're going to have him on the trade block or they're going to end up keeping him now. But Devontae Parker is a option if they want to go that direction, but not for a high draft pick. No.
Yeah, a third round draft pick. As you said, that's freaking insane. The guy's never lived up to his his expectations. So yeah, a third round draft pick would definitely be absolutely insane. And I highly doubt that Howard Roseman would. Howard Roseman's a very smart man. He's not gonna be duped by giving up a third round pick for Devontae Parker. Um, yeah, Kenny Stills going down is obviously a huge loss for them. So I could see them saying, well, we need to stick with this guy. Losing Stills. So yeah, I could definitely see the Dolphins decided to decide to keep him after all because of that injury.
Yeah. Don't see him going anywhere at this point. So I mean, I think we've covered everything, right? I think we've
Yeah, just about everything we've covered. Let's try and think what else. What haven't we covered?
I think we've pretty much mentioned everybody, really, between the game and all these trade rumors. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. We're gonna go to the comment section real quick. Live stream. See. Let's see. Okay. Hugh Jazz 69 says also Peters seems to have regressed significantly.
Said Peters, Jason Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason Peters is definitely Father Time is definitely catching up with Jason Peters big time. Like he's a penalty machine now. Like he draws so many penalties now. I love Jason Peters and the bodyguard as we call him. I love the bodyguard and he's always gonna have a special place in the heart of Eagle fans and. I'm glad that he was here, even though he didn't play in the Super Bowl, obviously, but I'm glad that he did get a ring as a member of our team. The guy deserved it. But yeah, Father Time is catching up with him, and plus he's making a crazy amount of money for his production in the recent years. So I love Jason Peters, but his time is coming to an end. I expect him to be gone next year. I'll be very surprised if he's still playing. He's still on the Eagles roster next year. I expect him to be gone and retire next year.
Well, here's a perfect one for you, Spunky by Maverick One. Why is Mills still on the team?
Maverick One. That's a question that I ask myself every single morning. I wake the fuck up. Like, why the hell is Jalen Mills still on this freaking team? That's a question, man. That is, I ask myself every day, man. I don't know if he got something over Jim Swartz's head or not. I don't know. I don't know if he got embarrassing news or something. I don't know.
Scandal.
Does he got a picture of him cheating on his wife? I don't know, but I have no freaking clue whatsoever, man. That's a very good question. Why the hell is Jalen Mills still on this team? I have no idea. I'll tell you.
Let's see here. Let's see. Do you think? All right. So Jay Knitter says Peterson at corner and defense already better.
Peters at corner and defense is so you're saying do I think Peterson makes the defense better at corner? Him at corner,
yeah, like putting if you get Patrick Peterson and you have him as our starting cornerback, does it make our defense better?
I mean, well, you have to think automatically, yes. I mean, he's one of the best corners in the game. Some people say he is the best corner in the game. Some people, you can make that argument. Yeah, he definitely would be a upgrade for our secondary. Absolutely. that'll be one side of the field that you won't have to worry about it quite as much. Because right now, we have to worry about both sides of the field at corner. We have to worry about Mills and Darby, who are both getting their asses chewed. So obviously, with a guy like Patrick Peterson on that field, quarterbacks are going to be afraid to go that way. Because he's one of the best in the game. So yeah, it would definitely be a improvement for our secondary to have a guy like Peterson out there. Absolutely.
Gregory says,
Gregory
why?
Clemente.
Yeah. Why are our teams this bad?
Why are our teams this bad?
Yeah.
Well, Gregory, the reason why your team is as bad as they are is because you guys should have got a quarterback 2-3 years ago, but you guys continue to hold on to Eli Manning, and for a while you guys neglected your offensive line. That's the reason why That's the reason why your team is so bad. My team is so bad because right now this team is just they seem to be hung over from last year, man. That Super Bowl last year. The pass rush is not where it needs to be at, obviously, and that's exposed our secondary, our corners, who we all knew were not, that very good to begin with. They were average at best corners, so not having that pass rush has definitely exposed them. The beginning of this season, obviously, the offensive line was playing like crap. They played very well this past game. No, they played very well this past game against the Panthers, but that was also a big reason why we are 3-4 right now. So it's a combination of reasons why the Eagles are where they're at right now. But plain and simple, man, I see a major hangover from last year with this team.
Um, Desert Eagle 90 says this team is far from worthy of being considered underdog. We deserve the disrespect at this point. Shaking my head.
Well, we're kind of getting it. Teams are trolling the hell out of Eagles right now. The teams that have beaten us, the Panthers trolled the hell out of us. The Titans fans, the Titans they trolled us. So right now, to be honest with you, man, all that stuff, man. Be honest with you, we kind of deserve it right now. This team right now deserves to be made fun of because right now they're playing like crap, and when you play like crap, you deserve to be made fun of.
You know what's funny? Ethan Yandel said this perfectly. So they were talking about the whole Amari Cooper thing and how Dallas gave a first round pick for Amari Cooper. Why? He said, but they wouldn't give a first for Earl Thomas.
Yes, and that's a big reason why I love Jerry Jones because as long as Jerry Jones is in charge of the Cowboys, I know the Cowboys are not gonna do anything. So, and Jerry we trust, man. So, continue to to make dumb decisions in the front office, Jerry. That always puts a smile on my face.
Oh man. Yeah, I totally forgot about the Earl Thomas thing. I forgot about that whole thing. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Yeah, it's and you got all these people are this person might get traded, and like it said, Emmanuel Sanders, might not get traded now, and I mean, you never know because you never know at this point. But maybe the Eagles are talking to some sleeper teams right now. That they really need some guys out here. So we'll see what happens. But it's too early. It's not too early. I mean, it's just start heating up this week. Probably because I mean I don't know if they'll sign somebody right at the deadline or they either got to. It'd be nice to get it done before Saturday, just because you got the game. You could bring them in, for the bye week, bring him in early, see what he could do. You know what I mean? Just, it's a nice head start for the bye week and you get them acclimated to the team and what's going on offensively or defensively, whoever we get. So,
yeah.
but I honestly don't know who we will get. I honestly don't have an idea. I honestly honestly, to me, usually I could be like, oh yeah, they're going to get this person, or they're going to try to get this person. I honestly, it's a big question mark to me. Right now, it's a huge question mark. I honestly don't even know what they're going to do and who they're going to get at this point because it's so like there's so many. The trade deadline sucks because you're dealing with teams. You're not just dealing with the player and his agent. You're dealing with the teams now, and they want something. They want something for their front office and for their team. For the draft that's why it's harder because now you're dealing with the team. Now you're dealing with the executives. You're dealing with a whole bunch more at the trade deadline. So if you want one of our players, you're going to have to give up something. And, if you want our player this badly. So that's it. It's a fleecing period right now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, like I said, man, it's just each week, each day you're hearing this player, this player is on the market, this player is not on the market. At this point, who really knows, man? Who really knows? It's a lot of suspense going on, and Harry Roseman has done a great job of keeping us in suspense. So right now, who really knows exactly what's going to happen? It's just you hear these reports every single day, and you're like, when the hell is this move going to happen? We know that they made they didn't clear all their cap space for nothing, so we know they cleared their cap space for something. And each day we're just waiting to see exactly for what player or players that they moved that cap space for. So it's just this suspense is killing me, man. Like each day I wake up and I'm checking my phone. I'm trying to see exactly like did Harry Rosen finally make a move today, man? And the suspense is just killing me right now. It absolutely is. I'm just ready for it to be over with, for us to know exactly who we're gonna be bringing to this team. I'm just ready for it to be over with.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I want this to be done and then we can move on because even after the Jaguars game, now the schedule just gets hard. Now you got the rest of the NFC East and two or three hard teams we got to face on the schedule. So between the Saints, between the Rams, and then we'll see what happens. But we got to see what we got first, and then after we can come back and we can kind of go over the offense and defense and how it's going to look on paper and what they could do. But after they get these pieces, just say if they get a running back and a corner and a wide receiver, just say they do that. Now it's up to the coaches. Now it's up to them. They got what they need. They got to start. They gotta stop playing stupid with the play calling. Doug's got to be smarter. I don't know what it is. I mean, Doug obviously thinks he's doing something right, and he keeps saying, "I know this team is resilient. I know they'll come back." It's like I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But and then defensively, you're not playing Rasul Douglas. Avonte Maddox has been just horrible. I mean, he's got some skills, but you're throwing him at safety. You're throwing him here. You're throwing him there. It's like you don't have anybody set. Sidney Jones Sidney Jones has been playing very well in the nickel spot. So, at least we'll be getting him back later on. But we need to get this secondary fixed. Bring in somebody, whether it's the players from the Denver Broncos or getting Patrick Peterson right now. But hey, if you can go get a Chris Harris from the Denver Broncos, go ahead. You know what I mean? Go get him. I mean, Patrick Pearson would be cool, but hey, if you think like you can get a corner in here that could be here for a few years, you don't have to give like an arm and a leg to get him in here. Then cool. If you could, figure some things out, that'd be awesome. Because honestly, like we need our draft picks next year. We got an extra second rounder, but hey, maybe that second rounder could be used. I'd rather use the extra second round pick on a guy that's productive at a position and is young, than just wasting it for a rental right now. So we'll see what happens. And we'll see by the end of the week. But yeah, as well as you said, man, suspense is killing me. Every time I wake up, I'm on Twitter and I'm like, oh, God, I'm waiting for a bunch of honestly, like the only time where like when the Fletcher Cox restructure happened, when big things happen, literally my Google Hangouts will go off a million times. My friggin' notifications will be over 10, 11, maybe 15, maybe 20 when something happens. So I'll notice immediately what the hell's going on most of the time. So I'm always looking, seeing what's going on. That's it right now. So we just got to wait and
Yeah.
see.
That's all it is right now. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. There's, it's suspenseful and just killing me every morning, man. Um, Obviously, it's gonna if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen within the next week. Obviously, the trade deadline is next week, so something's got to happen. I could see him waiting until next week anyway. He wants to get he gets I could see him waiting because we have the bye week coming up. So get the player in here, give him a week to get accustomed to our playbook. So I can see that. I can see that happening. That could be what Doug is not Doug. Excuse me. That could be what Howard Roseman is doing. So we just have to wait and see, man. We the trade last year with Jay Ajayi came around the that was around our bye week too, wasn't it, last year? If I'm not mistaken.
I think it was, yeah. I think it was.
Yeah, we had a bye week around that time, so I could definitely see that with Howard Roseman. I could see him, waiting after this London game, to make that move. And I'm just hoping that whatever he does, whatever move he makes, man, it's a move that can come in and make a impact for us almost immediately because we need that help right now. We need all the help we can get right now. Especially in those weak positions, on that secondary, we could definitely use that help right now. So I just hope it's a player that comes in that can make an impact, as soon as possible.
Yeah, save up all that money for a Jalen Mills extension.
No, if that happened, man, I would make a video. That'd be the rant of all rants. If Jalen Mills was to be given a contract extension, that would be the rant of all rants.
Yeah, that tractor trailer will be running through a city. That will be running through apartment buildings, houses.
That would be the rant of all rants. I really.
Man.
I'm Jalen. Oh my God! What would you do though? You woke up tomorrow morning and you saw you saw they gave a 4-year deal worth like $70 million.
No. Oh man, I don't care what time it is in the morning. I'd be wide awake for that shit. I get up straight off my couch and I'll be fucking going out of my mind. God, imagine that shit. Maybe for Christmas I'll get you a Jalen Mills jersey.
Oh God. Oh, perfect. Give me that and I'll make a video of me burning that shit. Oh my God, man. That's a nightmare now. It's a nightmare waking up and hearing that Jalen Mills got a contract extension.
Just tie it to the inside of your hubcap on your truck and just fucking drive it around.
Oh man, I'm just so ready for this to be over with, man. I'm just ready to know exactly what exactly is going on in Roseman's head. But would that be crazy though that all the cap space that he cleared was to be cleared for Jalen Mills' contract? All that cap space was cleared just to give Jalen Mills a big contract.
And then he'll come to the podium and be like, "Yeah, Jim Schwartz was a big part of this." What does he have on you? What does he have on you? He has nothing on me. I swear.
Oh man, I tell you.
Yeah, that'd be a nightmare. I don't know if I'd make another video after that.
So you'll retire.
I would retire for the year. For the whole year.
So you done, man. You done, huh?
Yeah. But all right, go Eagles. That's it. Other than that, that's it. I wouldn't do anything else. Oh hell no. You don't even you understand, but we understand. Oh man. Oh God. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Like that'd be worse than losing your job. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm just,
Fucking,
just, just,
fucking.
just, just the nightmare of all nightmares. Waking up and hearing he got a big contract extension. But we laugh about it though. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen Mills is on his team next year as well. I would not be surprised whatsoever. Not just on his team, but also start next year.
Oh, Jesus
I
fucking
wouldn't be
Christ.
surprised.
Yeah, well, they're gonna draft another corner next year because we can't get enough fucking corners. They'll draft
Oh, of
another
course not.
guy. They'll
Of
draft
course
another
not.
guy. They have to draft a corner every year. They have to.
Yeah.
Regardless, they have to. But hey, if they could trade Ronald Darby in the process, or I don't know, whatever the hell it is, I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything, so I don't really know. But um, there's
I
got to
mean, it
be
would make.
something.
I mean, it would make sense to trade Darby because he's a free agent this year, so try to get some type of compensation for him instead of just letting him go completely in free agency.
I mean,
So
regardless, whoever you keep, if you keep Mills or keep Dart, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're both getting burned anyway. It doesn't even matter who you keep and who you don't keep. The one thing we
yeah,
know is Darby's going to cost a fortune, and we don't need him still on the team. So it's not really going to make a damn difference, in my opinion, at least. Who the hell stays on? Who gets off? I don't know. I really don't.
Spunky, who do you want on the Eagles? I think it's for Carson Wentz. He's due a new contract. I don't I disagree with you there, Dominic. I don't think that the move the restructuring of Fletcher Cox's contract is for Carson Wentz
Mm.
contract. I disagree with you on that one. Um, are you asking me like what player would I like to have in the Eagles? Like these rumored players? If that's what you're asking, then I would love to have a Patrick Peterson. I would love to have a Harris Jr. I would love one. For me right now, it's the cornerback position that's my biggest concern that I think we need to really tackle. So, for me, I think corners are more dire need right now. So I would that's my answer to your question. Somebody like Patrick Peterson or Harris Jr. But when it comes to weapons offensively, yeah, Emmanuel Sanders would be a great player. Great speed. Player that can stretch the field. That'd be a great player offensively. If you want to know an offensive player, I would like.
Yeah, he would change the offense immediately. Like he would get a lot of attention. Like if you were able to pull off Bell and get Emmanuel Sanders in here, oh yeah, that'd be nice. That would be a big change. That would be a huge, not even just an upgrade. That would be a movement. That would be a total movement. A change. That'd be a motivational change. On offense, if that was the case. But I mean, most likely it's not going to happen. But who knows? We don't know. We still don't know. We never will know until we know.
Yeah,
So
until the news come out, we won't know for sure. Yeah, we definitely won't know for sure, man.
I know I keep thinking about that nightmare shit. I keep thinking about it. Like, oh man, don't even fucking tell me.
4 year, $120 million. I'm not going anywhere, haters.
She's like, I'll finger wag till I die, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell no. Corners are fucking bullshit. That's crazy money. Corners are crazy money. And it's hard trading for a corner. It's so hard doing that because you have to give up so much for a corner. It's crazy. Like that's one of the top positions. It's one of the hardest positions to play, but it's one of like the hardest positions to get a team to trade you, without giving up too much. It's impossible. It's just impossible. But man, like I understand, like I wouldn't mind, you know, I wouldn't mind Jalen Mills switching positions. I really wouldn't mind it, even if he played safety. Why the hell not? Why? He's got that. He could, he could tackle. He could go up and No, he could do stuff. You know what I mean? Like he can. He's got that safety finesse in him. Like he's got that. You know what I mean? He's not the biggest guy in the world, but I think he can come down and make that violent hit, or I mean, I don't know what kind of safety he would be, but I know the Eagles won't do it because Jim Schwartz is a fucking meathead. So it doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
Dexter McDougal walks in here. He just worked at Chick-fil-A a few days ago, and now he's starting. Now he's
At least
starting with the
over
fucking
Rasul
defense
Douglas.
over Rasul Douglas that's dying to play. Pisses me off. It really pisses me off. That really pissed me off. When I couldn't, I was at the game. I was trying to tell who was out there. You know what I mean? But, I could spot guys easily, and then sometimes I can't. So I was kind of looking, and then I found out Rasul Douglas didn't play a snap. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Why? Like, what is so wrong about? I mean, who cares if Avonte Max is fast? Doesn't mean he can fucking tackle. Doesn't mean he can cover. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, what? We throw him a bone during the Titans game because they threw a pick right to him, like it literally landed in his fucking chest. I mean, it's just who cares? Who cares? You act like he dove for it one hand. It was like, yeah, I got it. No, he fucking. The ball is really the ball is really thrown to him. I'm like, he gets, that's why I hate preseason because he got that pick in preseason on, I'm just like, oh my god, like you guys gotta fucking stop. Like Avonte Max with the pick. Oh, he's starting. He's definitely gonna start. It's like, remember Devontae Bosby? Remember him? How big he was at camp, and he's a practice squad corner, gonna be a star, and
Yeah.
Devontae Bosby's gonna be some rising star. Blah blah blah. Look what happened. He's not even on the fucking team anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fans just overreaching. They're looking for that one certain player, just a lot of overreaching, man. The one player makes a play, oh, he's gonna be a big star. He's gonna be that guy for us, man.
Dude,
Just a lot of overreaching.
the coaches are a bunch of fucking liars. They're a bunch of liars. We're going to incorporate Shelton Gibson to the offense. Did you see him on the offense this past Sunday? Because I didn't see him.
Not one single down. I did not see him on that damn field, man. Like
it's what,
these damn.
like why say that? Like why even say that? You're not Shelton Gibson's not going to be a starter. Period. He's not. He had that Patriots game. He had those two, two touchdowns, and we had I forgot what he had, but he burned, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, our new deep threat." I was like, "Yo, it's preseason. Relax." I said, "Relax." Stupid fucking people, man. Stupid.
And the kid definitely does have the speed. That's what he was in West Virginia, man.
Yeah.
Like, last season, like he needed a lot of work. He was having a lot of issues with drops. But it's clear that the kid has been working hard. He's trying his hardest, man. Like I really don't get why they're not giving him the opportunity to go out there and really prove what he could do, man. I don't get that whatsoever. Like he's clearly made some, he's made improvements this year, man. Give the kid an opportunity to give him an opportunity to go out there and show what he could do.
Yeah,
we desperately need that speed right now.
What was it against the Colts? He caught that ball. I forgot what game when he caught that deep pass between those two guys. What game was that?
I believe that was a Colts game. That was Wentz's first game back, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, damn, like he went up there and caught that. I mean, he went between two guys, caught that like it was nothing, and then all of a sudden he runs, he's fucking he's jogging to the bench. I'm like, this is 2016 all over again. Paul Turner would make a good catch, and then he'd walk to the sideline. I can't stand it. I can't stand that shit. It looks like 2016. I can't stand 2016. Can't stand it at all.
Yeah.
It drives me fucking nuts. It drives me nuts. I can't like just stay quiet about this shit. I can't. It's just too much now. It's just like make a move. Like just make a move. It's just something because like don't blame the fucking players all the damn time either. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, when it comes to defense, yeah, like covering guys, but offensively, like you're forcing the ball to Alshon and forcing it to Ertz the whole fucking game, which I don't mind, but like Nelson Aguilar, where the hell what was he doing? He was on these stupid he was in motion most of the game. Like he just go in motion and like like he wasn't even in the game. Like they just ignored him. Like he wasn't going to do anything. Screen pass, and then it went nowhere. He did like a little wide receiver screen. He only got 1 yard out of it twice. He actually did the same play. Barely got anything out of it. Didn't see Nelson Aguilar. Didn't see, you got to pop it to a 50-50 ball to Jeffrey every 2 seconds, and you're going to hit Zach
Yeah.
Ertz all the time, which it is what it is. I don't care. I'm glad Zach Ertz is doing well, but this whole team has got to pick their shit up and get something done, because I mean, offensive line finally got in their stride, finally was making that brick wall, and was, it looked like 2017 offensive line right there. And then just there's not enough firepower on this offense. There's not enough, because no one gives a fuck about Cord Clement or Wendell Smallwood. They're not like, oh my God, watch out for those guys. They're not like, first thing they see on tape is like, oh, Cord Clement's in. We got to, no, they don't care. They're not, you know what I mean? You put a Le'Veon Bell in there, you put someone else in there, you get Emmanuel Sanders on the outside, they say, oh shit, we got to figure this out, because, we'll find mismatches immediately. But it's not enough.
Dominic said he think it was the Vikings game that we were talking about yeah, he think it was the Vikings game that we was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, no, it
with
was.
Sheldon Gibson.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, with Sheldon Gibson. Yeah, he said he think it was the Vikings game. Pete Nathan says go get Deshaun Jackson for a third and Spencer Ware for a fifth or blunt.
I don't know.
Deshaun Jackson.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty. I mean, if you're pretty vulnerable to get Des Bryant, I'm pretty vulnerable to get fucking Deshaun Jackson right now. I don't give a fuck if he's 31 or not. The guy can still fucking burn people regardless, and he'll stretch out a defense. Just him lining up for a play is all we need. I mean, literally. I mean, that's all it takes with him there.
Yeah, and we see it every time we play the dude. We see it all the time. He burns the hell out of us all the time now.
Yeah, and he can still do it.
The guy is still fast as shit, man. He's still, he has not lost a step when it comes to speed. He's still very, 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 very fast guy.
Yeah. But we just gotta see within the next, this coming week and see what goes on, because right now it's just all speculation and the Eagles made a call to this person. The Eagles made a call to this person, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm hearing right now. So they're making calls. I think they're making calls, seeing the situation, and then it's probably going to happen right before the deadline's over. It's probably going to happen right last minute. They're going to fucking make a decision. They're going to go in and make the moves or whatever they're doing. So,
yeah.
I mean, Deshaun Jackson would be good. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but at this point, I don't know. We need somebody, and I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up too much, but I mean, what do they expect? They're not going to give up much. Well, no, Pete Nathan. If Sanders, if we need to give up a second round pick for Emmanuel Sanders, that's fine. That's what we're trying to give up. We're trying to get rid of that second round pick because we have another one. That's what we're trying to do. But most teams, I mean, are for some reason they're being real like they're trying to fleece for a first, but there's no way you're giving away a first, especially how this season's going right now. You don't want to give away your first. Okay, you need that first for next year. God forbid what our record's going to be. You could have a top 20 pick next year by the rate this is going right now. You know what I mean?
You don't need to mortgage your future. You don't need to mortgage your future for what could just be a 1-year rental.
Yeah, and no, I don't want to waste a second round pick on a 31-year-old, a 30-year-old. I don't. Patrick Pearson's probably the highest age I'd go out of position right now because he could play for a few years.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it at all, but there's too much competition with other teams. Now the Patriots have to jump in on him. Now the Saints have to jump in on him. Two teams. So Patrick Pearson's, if they give Patrick Pearson the choice, he probably won't come here. I don't know. I could be wrong, but when he looks at the Patriots, and why wouldn't he want to go there? When he looks at the Saints, why wouldn't he want to go there? He looks at us and says, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. We'll see. But the Cowboys
Yeah.
jumped ahead. The Cowboys jumped ahead with a first rounder. I think Gruden said, I think it was during the game that he got information during the game that the Cowboys were calling and saying that they'll give up a first immediately. And Gruden said, "Oh yeah, make sure that deal gets done." And then it was already done. This was at the game that they were at. I read, and someone came to him for information. Said, "Yeah, the Cowboys actually offered a first rounder," and he told them to give it to him, and that was it. So they got 5 first-round picks for the next 2 years. So I mean, they're still gonna fuck it up. I don't think they're gonna. God forbid. Whatever it is. But we'll see. At this point, we'll see. But it's just getting to the point where we just gotta wait. That's it. Wait and see.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's the weight game right now. It's definitely the weight game, man.
But I don't feel like waking up every morning and rushing on my phone and like doing this shit every second. Like, God damn it. And I get pissed off. Then I have to go through my day like still thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sucks. I still gotta go
I
through my
know
day
that.
thinking about it.
Trust me, I know the feeling.
I'm like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Then at lunchtime, I'm on my phone. Then before I go on a break, I gotta go on my phone. I'm just like going on my mind. So see
Yeah,
how it
I'll be
goes.
waking up tomorrow morning as well, seeing if they did anything, and they
God,
probably won't.
God fucking damn it.
I should probably make videos each day when they don't make a move.
Jalen Mills released by the Philadelphia Eagles. Then you'll make a quick video and be like,
Oh shit, that's a
thank
celebration
God.
right there. That's party balloons, alcohol. Yeah, that's a party there.
Oh yeah. Had like 100 balloons in the fucking front pit of the truck.
Yeah,
Oh
but
God.
that's wishful thinking. I don't see that happening. I don't see him going anywhere. I see him staying here in Philly next year as well.
Yeah, no, Schwartz will be holding his hand.
Yeah,
You know,
and each week defending him, despite the fact he gets burned week after week after week.
yeah, he'll still rock him in the cradle back and forth. Same shit.
Jalen Mills is my baby. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's my baby. Yeah.
I stand 100% behind Jalen Mills. He's not going anywhere.
Fire me if you have to. Oh
Yep.
man. That's what happened. Like last year with this defense, we did that one that the next man up mentality worked. But dude, like once after like at least the second time it's not happening, like there's so many young players on this defense. There's so many young guys. I mean, it's a young defense, but man, they have to start. I mean, we shouldn't have to go at the trade deadline to do this shit, but even if Haloti Nada's out right now, he's not making a huge difference. I don't know if he is. I don't think he is. He doesn't have much left in the tank. I thought he had a lot more left, but I don't think he really does. Maybe he makes a difference. He gets some pressure. He definitely probably makes a difference because he knows how to play football. He knows how to play position. He's not the Haloti Nada from the Ravens, but at least he could get pressure and do something in that D tackle spot. But calf
Yeah.
injuries are really bad because when Michael Kendricks had that calf injury a few years ago, like he was literally like not play for a game, out for 4 weeks, played for 2 games, out for 3 weeks. Like it was like on and off with the calf injuries are horrible. I've never had one, but man, that's just a fucking pain in the ass.
Patrick Peterson is not helping our offense. They're only averaging 19 points a game. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. This offense is not gonna they're not gonna win against the elite teams in the league. only putting up, like you said, around 19 points a game. That is true. We definitely do need some help on offense, but you can't, you can't sit there and say, you gotta look at that damn secondary as well. If it wasn't for that sorry behind secondary of ours, if we had some decent corners in that secondary, we wouldn't
We
have
win the
given up.
game.
We wouldn't have given up 21 points in the fourth quarter. That secondary is a big reason why we lost that game. Probably the biggest reason why we lost that game because we were talking about the offensive line all season, but the offensive line overall they showed up to play yesterday. The
Yeah.
secondary, as usual, didn't show up to play. And Jalen Mills and Darby are just they are they are the biggest problem right now in my opinion with this team.
Eagles sign wide receiver Kamar Aiken.
Oh yes, okay. When they let that bomb go, I was happy about that.
Yeah, I thank God, bro. Let's bring Marcus Wheaton back. Like,
Yeah.
God. Let's bring
Why
whoever
don't we
got
just?
got. Let's bring Ruben Randall back. He's probably sitting on
Oh,
his
I was getting
couch
ready to
eating
say.
bag potatoes.
I was getting ready to say while we at it, let's bring Randall back too. Oh my God, man!
Yeah, God.
Man, this team has the talent. Like overall, we have the talent. We have solid players, but no, no, they just not come. Things are not coming together. They're
Yeah,
not.
no, they could, dude. They could win the games. Like they could have, dude. I know, dude. Me and you both know that this team could play so much better. We know that they can do it, but they come to these little incidents in games where they just don't look like themselves. Like they'll look good, and like this Panthers game, like that after that Funchess touchdown, like the offense looked like they were like didn't know how to play the rest of the game. Like then you
Yeah,
don't run the ball, like they just like it's like Doug like just totally changed everything. Like, but he's saying that it was everything was fine. Like I mean, come on now. I mean, enough's enough with this bullshit. Stop bullshitting everybody. Seriously, the fans are onto your fucking ass. They'll find out where the fuck you live. Trust me.
yeah. You don't want that.
No, you don't, because there's crazy bitches out there. Hell no.
Oh, I tell you, man.
Swear to God. Who else could they bring back? They could bring back
Harold Carmichael. Let's bring back Carmichael. Let's bring back
Mike.
Vince Papali.
Yeah, Mike Quick. Why not? Bring him. He's always upstairs not doing shit.
Hell, we need some pass rushes. Bring back Ike Reese. See what Jeremiah Tryon's doing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
This is why Jim Schwartz will never get a head coaching job again.
yeah. I
But
think
who?
obviously last offseason was his best chance. After winning the Super Bowl, so that was his best chance. But it's definitely his head coaching prospects are definitely going down after this. After the performance of his defense this year.
Yeah, he'll be a Giants defensive coordinator. Some shit. I don't know.
We need a running back and a defensive back help, and we are good. Trust. Well, yeah. I would agree with you. I definitely would agree with you. Running back and defensive back are definitely the two big needs.
Yeah, because Corey Clement and Wendell Small cannot carry the load the rest of the year. It's not happening. It's not. It's just not.
You can't expect to win the game scoring 21 points, bro. It's not the defense. They held Carolina for zero for the first three quarters. I would agree, Pete. We obviously got to increase our points per game. I would agree with that. So I can't disagree with you on that. But we don't need a defense that's going to choke and give up 21 points
Yeah.
in one quarter either, though.
Yeah, and we need more than just Zach Ertz and Alshon Jeffrey getting 50-50 balls. We need like a speed guy. We need somebody that's going to stretch the field. We need a guy that's going to get space and at least give us a fucking chance to make plays.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I agree 100%. 17 averaging 20 points per game, it's not gonna get you, many wins in this league, especially not against you're not gonna beat the Rams, you're not gonna beat the Saints, you're not gonna beat those teams, if you can't put up more than 20 points a game.
Right.
But we also need a solid defense that's not gonna sit there and choke and give up 21 points in one quarter.
Mm. Mm-mm. But
Pete Nathan is still on the Deshaun Jackson train.
yeah, didn't you make a video? Oh yeah, you did make a video, Pete Nathan. I remember I saw your thumbnail on the bringing Djax to Philly. I forgot you made a video on that.
I mean, Djax, like I said, man, the guy obviously when it comes to speed, he still has it. I wouldn't necessarily be against bringing him back. We could definitely use that speed right now. We definitely could use it, but
Desperation, bro. That's what it is.
I still think that if they would just give Shelton Gibson a chance, I think we do have that speed right there. That if they just give the kid more of a chance.
We should make Ronald Darby a wide receiver.
Didn't the Bears tried that with Devin Hester, didn't they? They made him a receiver for a while, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I mean, he does have the speed. That is true.
Don't and then when the Eagles first got Vic, they put him everywhere. They put him as a running back. They put him as a wide receiver. They lined him up everywhere. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
I remember that. Yeah, yeah, I definitely do remember that. They did the Wildcat with him a couple times too.
Yeah.
Hey, have
But
you guys heard any news on the Bears running back Howard? There's a chance to get him. I did hear like a week ago the Eagles, they were, he was a guy that they were considering as well, but I haven't heard anything new this week about Howard at all. But there was some talk a week ago.
let me
Who knows at
see.
this Who knows at this point?
Let me check out his stats. All right, so week 1. So far he only has 311 yards for the year because Tariq Cohen has been taking, the front spot in front of Jordan Howard as a starting running back. I guess he only had 39 yards against New England. He had 69 before that against Miami, 25 Tampa Bay, 61 Arizona. It's been all right. So it's like a low number, high number. So 39, 69, 25, 61, 35, 82. So it's been like he's gotten less carries than more carries next game, less carries and more carries. So
Yeah,
far, it's what it looks like. But no, I mean, he's so young, man. It's so good and can do everything as well. Another guy that would be really nice to have. I wouldn't mind having Jordan Howard here. Oh, hell, I would love it. I would love having him here. Would
I think
not disagree with that.
I think that's why Nelson Aguilar, aka the return of the Nigerian Aguilar, was good because we had Torrey Smith with good outside speed. Nelson Aguilar last year absolutely excelled. Having those two guys on the outside, Jeffrey and Smith, and right now we're lacking that other guy, that speed guy on the outside right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're definitely lacking that speed guy on the outside. But yeah, you're right though. Nelson Aguilar absolutely excelled with those two guys last year.
Yeah. And when he gets open, and he can do it all. I mean, he could do it all, but he can't do it by himself, and he can't. Everyone's got to get a hand on the ball. Everybody does.
Yeah,
So that's how it's got to go. But
I have yet to see Carson win a game when it really counts. Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with that. I did my video yesterday. I said a little about that as well. I don't think Carson Wentz does have a game winning drive in his career, does he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would love to see Carson Wentz come up in the clutch. I thought it was going to happen yesterday, but obviously, it didn't happen. So, the thing is, man, you pay your quarterback to be able to, because you're not going to play the lead every single game. Sometimes things are going to go bad around you. So I definitely want to see Carson Wentz take that step and show that he's definitely very well capable of, when the game is online, he can go out there and deliver. I definitely want to see him do that. But I was disappointed. Yes, I was obviously very disappointed. With the some of the throws he made on that final drive. He threw the ball in double coverage a couple times. He had a wide open Wendell Smallwood, which would have been an easy first down.
Mm-hmm.
There was definitely some questionable decision making there. But my hope is that Carson Wentz, he will take this game and he will learn from it. He will watch the film on it, and he'll be better for it. That's my hope.
Because he's pretty pissed off right now.
And that's a good thing in my opinion. I want him to be pissed. I want him to take this loss and say to himself, "Enough is enough, man." And I hope he goes out there. He plays pissed off, and he gets in the head of others who are not playing up to their what they're capable of playing to. So I hope this is that game for Carson, and we see a different Carson. We see a more aggressive Carson. For here on out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think this team is built to win for the future, or just now because we don't have because we have older players? Well, we have quite a bit of players here, man. We have quite a bit of talent in this team, but we still have weaknesses. We still have those holes. I do think this team does have talent overall to sustain long term success. But we got to get these holes plugged up. We got to add more pieces to this team. But I do think this team does have a foundation where they can be successful for a long period of time. And we know they're very capable of playing a lot better than what they're playing right now.
Yeah, the Eagles have been significantly drafting better. I think, you know what? I think because of last year and all those injuries we had, a lot of players came back. And when they came back too late. So they were kind of playing their preseason during the regular season, and guys are coming back. And it was just a slow process to get our team to where it is. But, I understand we have holes. It's only normal. Next year we'll have holes. But it's all about how you capitalize on it. I think, when you have Carson Wentz, that's going to be here all of preseason, an offensive line that's going to be here all of preseason, a lot of pieces that are going to be here all of preseason, because preseason matters. It counts the most, because you know what? You're not, it's all about getting the reps. And a lot of guys on this team didn't really get a lot of reps. You know what I mean? I was kind of, I thought, during that Browns game, I said, you know what? We got killed by the Browns in preseason. No big deal. You know what? We'll be fine during the regular season. But it hurt us. It hurt us terribly. The offensive line didn't play. I mean, what's crazy about last year, the offensive line barely played together in preseason. Nick Foles didn't even play in preseason because he had that elbow injury. And when you don't get those reps, man, it could hurt. And we also saw what Nick Foles did the first few games coming back, starting finally after Carson Wentz got hurt. And, it took him like a few games to, get his groove and, do some things. So I think this team is built to win. It's very hard to repeat, but we'll see what happens. This week is going to matter for the rest of the year, because it depends what moves we make. If no moves are made this week, which I highly doubt, I think a move will be made. I'll be real. I'm not going to be like, just a pity party, negative bastard right now, but um, a move will be made. But Howie's going to have to do some magic. If they, who knows what can happen? Maybe they could pick up a few guys and they can start winning. And it's not going to take. The good thing is it's not going to take much to win this division. It could be 9-7. It could be, and to this point, it's not going to take much to win this division. So if they can win this division, and I think they could, and they roll into this playoffs with a good game plan, and all it takes is a game. That's all it takes. All it takes is one team doubting us in the playoffs and playing lightly on us because we didn't have a good year and blah blah blah. That's all it's going to take. It could be good down the road, and maybe it couldn't be this year. So you know what? I'm not going ahead saying this team is ready for a Super Bowl this year because probably not. Who knows? But anything could happen. But next year is a whole new year. Guys will be in the offseason together. Guys will get drafted, and we'll see if we dip in the free agency, if whatnot. Not crazy, but I think Howie. It's going to be on Howie Roseman to set this team up for Doug and the rest of the coaching staff to see what we have. So I don't think we're like on some rebuild. Like, oh my God, like so many holes we get. No, it will be fine. We just they could bring some. You know what was all about last year? It was those little signings last year. It was those signings where we sign in like those rotational guys that are productive, like a Steven Means or like guys that can get in the game and make some impact on a rotation. You know what I mean? So if they could go in, they could sign some mid-tier, not high tier, like mid-tier guys, for depth, like signing Patrick Robinson. Did not think he would even start. Thought he was going to be off this team. We all thought he was going to be off this team. Once Ronald Darby got signed, he had to step his game up, and he got slid right into the nickel spot, and was playing really well. Had a few picks, got a nice pick six in the FC Championship game. So you know what? Anything could happen. I think this year, depending on what we do, if we're on a good roll and by the playoffs, if it's like I said, not going to take long to take this division, but if we get into the playoffs, do well, it can get pretty far, and we finally get our shit together, then yeah. But if it takes till next year, it takes till next year and probably make a run next year, which should be fine because we need all our guys back healthy. Tim Jernigan back. You get some of these guys back, then you're going to feel better. And then Howie will see and build around what we have. And then, try to make another run. But this year is just a slow start because we had guys hurt from last year. We had a Warrior season last year, and guys were playing through injury, and Carson Wentz got hurt, and it was up and down with injuries and people not 100%, and so if not this year, then next year. But I think this week is going to matter the most for what our season's really going to be.
Yeah, very true. I agree 100%. Definitely agree 100%. We got guys out here right now who are out, and my hope is that guys, especially like Timmy Jernigan's gonna make a humongous difference when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
We're still waiting on Matt Collins. My hope is that Matt Collins will be able to return to the field sometime this season. Obviously you got Wallace. Wallace. There's been talks about him possibly coming back this year. So yeah, there's definitely having some guys out right now. It still hurts, but my hope is that those guys come back and they can make an impact on this team. Darren Sproles, when it comes to Darren Sproles, that guy is at this point with Darren Sproles, love the guy, but the guy's injury prone and father time has caught up with him. But yeah, guys like Jernigan and Matt Collins and Wallace, I definitely do think if we get those guys back and they could definitely be big contributors for this year, and down the road.
Yeah, saying you get a running back in the corner right now, just say you do that right now, and you wait till Wallace to come back, like one game, after that Cowboys game, he comes back, you know what I mean? And even if you just get a running back in a corner, like it'll open a lot of things up to where, Mike Wallace comes back, and then if they want to activate Timmy Jernigan, they can if they want. And get some pieces back and hopefully, try to make a run this year, try to do something. But like I said, overall, last year just hurt us this year. And unfortunately, we just had bad luck with the injury bug and the past injury bug that's not going away. That will go away soon, but that's almost, it's getting there. Just taking a little bit of time. But overall, what happens this week is going to matter for the rest of the year. And, the Eagles just can't make no moves because you can't go in with these running backs. You can't go in the rest of the season with this wide receiver core that we have. Especially, Jordan Matthews gets signed. He's in there once in a while. He had that, I think, honestly, that only touchdown he had during the Titans was, I think, just by luck because I honestly think, Malcolm Butler thought he had safety help, and I think he just let him go. And I don't know. We signed too many X. We gotta stop signing these players that aren't anything anymore, like the Marcus Wheatons of the world, like these guys that don't matter anymore. And we need to go and get a guy that's going to stretch the field, or wait till Mike Wallace comes back. If you just get a running back, hey, you get a Le'Veon Bell. It's going to make a huge difference whether you have a speed receiver or not because he's going to get a lot of attention in the backfield, which is going to open a lot for the receivers. So, especially if Le'Veon Bell in open space and he's the best blocking running back in the league, and he could do almost everything, and he's got that patience. And since his offensive line comes back and they're 100% and can block fully like they did in this last game, which I was really like happy with. I was like, damn, I was like, Carson's got time. He's sitting in that pocket, like he's got all day. I'm like, this is great. And the guys like Zach Ertz and even getting Dallas Goedert in this last game, I was happy. You know what I mean? He got some good catches using that big body of his. He's doing a lot of the dirty work right now. He's doing Brent Selleck's dirty work, doing all those dirty blocks, he's doing all the dirty work right now. He's pretty much taking over Brent Selleck's job. So he's doing all the blocking. He's not getting targeted too much. Because you can't listen to the media because Dallas Goedert's not getting targeted. I don't know what's going on. He's had a very slow start. Like what do you expect him to have 1,000-yard season this year just because he got drafted in the second round? Every team uses players a different way. Okay, and if he's not going to go out, and catch 30 balls a game, then I don't know what to tell you. But progressively, we'll see. And this week is going to matter a great deal. So,
Yeah, halfway point of the season. I guess another team that has been struggling this year as well, the Jaguars.
mm-hmm.
This team, this week right now is really good. It's really going to show us exactly what this team is made of, how they're going to handle the adversity of that, big meltdown. So, this is an extremely important week here. Overseas in London, obviously, and it's really going to tell us a lot about this team and how they can overcome a meltdown loss last week. So yeah, this game against the Jaguars is very important. It's gonna tell us a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. And they need to win this game, not just because to get the W, but they need to get a win for some confidence. They need to get a win and they need to go on this bye and they need to relax and they need to recuperate and they need to look themselves in the mirror. Coaches have got to go home, look at themselves in the mirror and say, we got to do this the right way. And they, trust in Howie to get a move done before, if we win this game, we win this game and we make some really good moves and I'll feel a lot better going into playing Dallas. Prime time game. You got some new players on a team that want to shine. It's the perfect setup for this team. So, make it happen. And that's it. You got the Dallas Cowboys home. And it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big game and it's gonna be exciting to watch. So
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, definitely, definitely. Like you said, everybody needs to go home and look themselves in the mirror, and and ask themselves, what can I do what can I do better that I haven't been doing? And everybody just needs to look themselves in the mirror and we need to, definitely need to go get this win against the Jaguars. Take that time off, relax a little bit and
mm-hmm.
be ready coming back that bye week against Dallas because the Dallas game obviously a big game, division game, which is big, because it's crazy to say it, but right now the NFC East, man, no team is exactly lighting it up, and we are still very much in this division race. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy to say that, that we still have a very good chance of winning this division, but we do. So need to get this win against Jacksonville, and need to have that bye week to take some time for guys who are right now not healthy, give them that time to get healthy and stuff, and come back the following week.
Yeah, this is the turnaround game, the turnaround of the season right here. You got to win this game against Jacksonville and London. Get some guys on this roster that are going to make some differences, big differences, and use it and get on this bye week. Get these guys in early, like we said. Get these guys in to Philadelphia. Get them acclimated to everything, the surroundings, everything, and get them ready because that's why it's going to be exciting. I think this is a nice setup because you're going to have some new guys coming in here. You win the Jacksonville game, you got going to have some new guys on the roster. They're going to make an impact. You get on this bye week, you come back, and you got a primetime game. Their first game will be a primetime game, and they want to show what they could do, and it's going to be exciting, and it'll be a big game, and the fans will pump this game up, and the players will be excited, and they got to start playing the right way. And I think this is the boost that they need. But that first, they got to win in Jacksonville or anything. So, or win
Yeah,
in London.
in
So,
London against Jacksonville. Yes,
right.
absolutely, absolutely.
But if there's nothing else to say, pretty much done. So whatever. I don't know if you have anything else to say, Spunk, or whatever final thoughts on what's going on. But
Nah, man, I'm just like everybody else, man. I'm just anxious and ready for this suspense to be over with, man, and just hopeful that this week, the Eagles get not only get the job done, but we make this move and we bring in somebody, we bring in some a talent, bring in some a player or two, man, to help this roster out.
yeah,
I still do believe in this team. I still do believe that they can, that they are definitely better than what they shown us on the field this year. I do believe they still are capable of, still having a pretty solid year. So I'm just hopeful that they get the job done against the Jaguars, and and that's pretty much it, man. Just
yeah. No, that's all. That's what they got to do. And I know this team can play better. As pissed off as we can get, as fucking mad as we can get, um, I know this team could play 100% better, and that's not false hope. That's not like I'm just amping the team up. That's where we actually know that this team could play so much better, and we see it. It's just that they just end up doing different things, and things just happen during the games. But if this is the week, you got the trade deadline. If you can make it, if Howie can come in, make a difference, and try to make this game, change this roster up a little bit and try to do things a little differently. And, it's going to be up to the coaching staff. And I think, we know that this team can play 100%. But I mean, we would already have this division in the bag right now between these last few games and what's
yeah,
happened. I mean, we would already have it in the bag. We would be clinching it in another 2 to 3 weeks at least. So, we'll see what happens this week, and then we'll see what if any moves are made by Saturday, and if not, then we'll get ready for the Jags, and then we'll worry about who we get after that. But right now, let's get ready for the Jags and let's get this shit going. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
but that's about it, guys. So, just want to appreciate you guys tuning in today. It was kind of a last minute thing. Me and Spunky have been talking about doing this, after what's been going on today and whatever. So, hopefully, we'll do another one soon. Um, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's all. So, this is Joey Shake 72, Spunky1991 as usual with me here. And we will see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace out, guys.